Some Holy Ghost flow so the Vespas can be felt through the flow. Dumb. Maybe I climb, open up mouth every time I begin with thought. Maybe a climb would open his mouth every time I begin with thought. Begin now, begin and you know it, oh now. When we go back with this wicked talk, when we get a literature where tests will come. The steps was big and high to them and high to thee before you leave, because the jet was going to crash. Premonition inside my head. Final destination was when I rap. Now that you've come to this, how could you go back? It's like taking the red pill or the blue. I said that opposite, dog, and you know I was gonna mention that because I haven't progressed past that shit yet. And then once you pass the Dutch to the left, I heard it was lit, I smelt it instead. With a steep pile of talk, I go for you, and you know it. With this thing, say this word when you get it. A tuna truck hauling tunas, dog. Keep up, because this big crate was inside of a big box. It was dressed up like lunch, and then the thing comes along, and you could have called that a hand that would crawl, but this was a fucking handable flow. The handover one is just like a roll. It's sweet on the top, they glisten and dog, and listen and wash when I would just stop, because it was a star coming for you now. A shark. When the stars were, when they got to certain spots, you know. Yes, and the cave was open for me. I say of these things, I monitor, dog, with the horns of a bull to pick you up off the flow and your blood flow like a trickle sound, like it's raining out. When did the rain start? I feel like the clouds came from nowhere. Frozen, I got. The people saw and they agree now with this awesome sound. Yes. A pilgrimage, so when I rip this the best, give me some poultry then, cause the beat doesn't dissolve very good in my intestines. I'm just memoing myself in this video I watched because I see it a lot, but my phone only credits me one. Like I need to see it from your computer. I'll break in so I can see it off of that. When we got this, we get through it all, and the people know and they agree. The tiger's on the prowl. Yes. What was the manifest destiny for me to rip this from my lips? How it should be. How it should be is how it was. I'm not suggesting anything else. Once you get in line for the fucking soup that come in a bowl, you could be Oliver, bro. Then I could be everyone else because we're all one, or fractions from off. Fraction lie with these, I said. Fraction lie will please the honeybees, cause they still think it's summer. Summer's gone. Autumn was when the fucking leaves looked rotten would fall in the garden. It would be soft with the walking like you're walking on cotton. Yes, you ought to get the arse for his tail that would spin like Miles did. Was it Sonic that tried to do the loop again? I hope he don't fall right on his head. Then the blood would rush out. Then the blood would get puddle big now. Ambulance. Try the shit, said it's the best. Listen to time, the test was a testament on a stone. It's been chiseled on. Yes, I was simple, bro, a simpleton from Pleasantville. but the color's in. This is in the later stages of that shit. Like I read the script and I started to nod my head. I hope they cut me a check that was big. When this song would you see us all sing, and the people watch, they would say it's best, 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 best. Switching for a more optimal sound, bro, as you smoke your Optimo. Yes, I was Osmo 2000 or more. Maybe I got it full, like it was a golf with the dimple zone. Man, that ball was cute. You want to take it home? Every time you see serpents with this, as they would glisten in the sun. People so need my soul. It'll be sweet for y'all. Sweep your off of us foot type stuff. If you're standing on one, like a pelican, dog, or I know a flamingo for sure. A pelican's in the family, so it should. Maybe it just holds one wing up. You know, same type stuff, but different somehow. Man, I took this from the same stock as my other song. Like it's some chicken we boiled in a pot with water. Hot, 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 hot. People saw and they agree my stuff was the best. Best to who we asked to you. I already true with words I threw because we grew in the yard in groups. Yes, this was the literature, dog. The fucking shit that you've read if you're smart. Those were the apples I'm talking about. I'm Boston, dog. Boston strong. A marathon that you run. A fucking tape that I ripped cause I'm running in front. Yes, I got the fucking fraud and I burned him at a stake like he knew some magic or something. Yes, it was a wish with a hat that didn't go like this. Yes, I made the forest twist with fucking words I had. Words are stacking above far for the fall. When it gets hot, 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 people saw as they awash. Amazement on their face with stars. Yes, star pigeon then. A box that was big. Box one was sent and then the fucking down with the alien shit. Yes. Signal sent and received in this bitch. I'm signet books the ones you read and you get because the paragraphs had secret messages in. Yes, a whole mess of them. Yes, and the sergeant saw. And then he had his jaw to go like sauce and he couldn't know how to make his vows. His tongue was broke. Or in that fucking twist like a kid. Or who took a camp with this and fucking who took a fucking intention with it. Fucking defensive and shit. When we went and asked the person who would be ripping this off, so we did. People saw and they agreed he's the best there was. Records 45s, I wreck this, yo, because I'm reckless though. Wreck it, bro, if I take your buildings down while you're in them, dog, while you're in the elevator. Man, that would suck. While you're on the shitter, just taking a pot, taking some smoke from that pot that you stole from the guy down the road. Yes, when the beat got so hard, the bird would get fly, and he'd be gone, you know it. And the people saw. They were in awe of the awesome God. A fireman to put this shit out, but he don't have wet enough. Maybe he needs to fucking wet a sponge the wetness on like it was a painting from Bob Ross. Damn, those were big compliments I give myself. I must be an egotistical motherfucker. Or maybe y'all have no ego at all. So I'm the eagle that stole your soul, then I'm off in the clouds, never to return in my mind. Returning what I want. People saw, and they'd like to give that back to us. A tiger on cross, said this to y'all, fucking hitting the ball. The hardest in the tennis game that we played in, the net was gone. The fucking internet I stole. So I'm gonna come in and murder you all like you had skim milk in the fridge, and that's a joke. So the smile was on, but your smile was gone. Yes, you was a miss, you belong in the mud or under that bitch. Give me like 10 feet to work with and I'll get my biggest earth mover to do this job. And I don't need a chick. Don't give me your bucks, I'll give them back like your money's no good here. I said to a fucking friend, even though you wasn't like one. You was like the camera to hold, give me a show, a paparazzi dog, and the lights were so bright, you're gonna blind someone. Red carpets and all of this, red carpets and all of this. Red carpet dog and all this, I wanna call the cop to ask him who's really rockin'. Was it TWA or someone else? Give me my options. Do you really need them? Yes, you know, to be fair. Cause I haven't even turned on the radio for so long in years. TWA now. TWA now. What? One more I say to yo, give me a pole. Sammy said he's out in the front. I'm just gonna get a whole stack of bucks, be spending them up. Yes, I say a bunch of stuff that fucking applies to y'all so I can get my views up. Then I'll get drugged off of a 40 I stole. Stealing is fun, isn't it? And maybe we killed with a kilt on, so we could be Irish. Our plan was to be plaid when we rap. I fucking attach that on the end. That should get my shit up even more, like it's the Neptune, bro. Like I could say something like a belt was involved. No, cause that gives life to a fairy, and we don't want those. Not the fairies that float off to get the coke, or maybe something that's tall like a structure they built. Both. Maybe the rappers would fold and the people would vote because TWA was selling out. Never be, I'm never wisdom dog, and I'm never smart. I never rap before. This wasn't me, it was my twin. I'll help you find him if you want. Yes, we could start in the west and work our way back. I'm talking about manifest destiny, defiling it and going back like the time of me machine works. I know it does. When we go with a rapid flow, we go. TWA would say to y'all, you know it. Yes, I know it and I know it, and I know I'm gonna give it to y'all on a roll if you won't, because it was butter that milk. My protein was up, so this going down. Then we gonna take this and shake y'all like I want the fucking answer I get. I don't care what I gotta do to get it. Boom. I don't care what I gotta do to get in. Yes, I just wanna shake that chandelier so I get your women's. Because y'all don't know how to use them. I know how to use them. Boom. TWA. Fucking get them.